Sure.
Hello. Good evening. Welcome back to Pathologic. We have made it to the end of day 4. We have completed all of our quests. We're mostly dead, but it's okay. Our exhaustion is very high, and our health is very low. And we're going to fix that by taking painkillers and going to sleep. Just going to double check. Today's quest is done. The cathedral and theater being used as an isolation ward and a hospital. And the executors are going to distribute medicine, as well as do any mail delivery. So that's good. We found out that infected districts that are no longer infected, the disease can die out within a day, but there will be looters and raiders, and that's a thing to watch out for. We took out a bunch of violent muggers. And we learned a bit about how the medicines will affect our ability to resist catching the plague. That was definitely the most gamey quest, but importantly here, Vlad the Younger was definitely trying to kill somebody. Anna thinks it's her specifically, but Yulia was also given a very lethal task. So given that I am here, I want to get to Lara's, possibly all the way to Ava's. Night setting in means there's going to be muggers, which is a thing to worry about. And I want to take some hard drugs. Probably the Novocaine. What is
The
our...
rabble is completely out of control. They must have been...
We got some smoked meat on us. We'll eat that. Alright, let's get out of town. Or out of... Let's find a place to sleep. We need to take painkillers, sleep, and heal, and then we can worry about what our plan is next. We are going to run through this plague district very quickly, and there won't be any problems. I don't have any... Okay. I don't have any extra knives. They will take tiring. But I gotta keep in mind, if I take out some muggers... Yeah, we'll go out and around that way. If I end up taking out some muggers, they tend to have knives on them, and I can sell those knives, or trade them with the Watchmen. And they often have food. No medicine on him, that's fine. Made it to Lara's. I don't think there's anything else here we need to worry about, but I'm gonna just double check.
Yes.
Quick save. Let's eat our smoked meat. It's the best food we got right now. Took Novocaine, which made us very tired. But we'll sleep for 6 hours. Watch that health go up. Alright.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Alright. Full health, 0 exhaustion. Got some hunger. Hunger is an issue, but we should survive till stores open. Let's head to the theater. It's gonna be too early before anyone will say anything to me.
Haruspex has cut a butcher open.
I did hear, I got a letter. Evening letter from the powers that be, day 4. We've been informed that you have composed a set of instructions for the civilians and initiated the preparation of the town to combat the epidemic. You have ordered the establishment of a hospital and an isolation ward and are working on setting up other institutions. The morgue, to name one, that the town was previously lacking. These decisions place you in the context of higher responsibility. No longer an army of one, you have decided to mobilize the population to fight the disease alongside you, since your personal accomplishments were not enough. Seems a little backhanded, but fine. We expect that the measures you have taken are temporary. Speaking of what may be described as a microclimate of the town, we don't want any irreversible changes to take place. In particular, we hope that the instructions you have issued would not lead to any undesirable moods among the local townsfolk. We would rather avoid mass psychosis, depression, or panic that are sometimes characteristic of situations like this. Please keep in mind that when we offered to cease the persecution of your laboratory and to facilitate your research, we meant that as a reward for you being able to find a surgically precise solution to the problem. It is of no importance to us if you do it yourself or instigate the Inquisitor to do it on your behalf. Okay, so, some vague threats, but nothing substantive. Let's go to the theater. Ooh, mugger. Money and knives. That letter was from the powers that be. Alright, I got hit a little bit there. Not perfect, but fine. I am sitting on 12,000. We do not know who the powers that be are. We do know that they, outside of it, the powers that be are the ones who threatened to shut down our lab. They have threatened to shut down the Thanatica. Buy some food. Okay. Have my knife out. But no, the powers that be is in specific. It's the government broadly. Yes. We are on the hunger zone. There's a... Ooh, give me that. Thank you. Why are you outside? Spare some change for a poor, miserable actor? Give him food? Yours truly would gladly gobble down anything, even a piece of infected meat from some forbidden storage. I'm so desperate to live just a couple more days to witness the ending. Why are you begging? Been thrown out of the theater. The fatal loss is now performed right in the streets, but our impresario is convinced that it's for the best. After all, the fatal loss is as tragic a play as it gets. Just see the sick people dancing, hear the squirming of those whose mouths have been sewn shut. They make for perfect extras. Keep on performing, then. You've got the leading part, don't you forget that. Although your talkativeness makes you a rather lousy mime. Hopefully I don't ruin the whole thing. Okay. I'm gonna check my sound settings. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit.
One of them is trying to fight. Who? This one. The other two will try to thwart their efforts, though.
Interesting. Will they fall into the trap?
I wonder. Look what they've turned the theater into.
I hope they know what they're doing. Unavoidably, blood will be shed tomorrow.
Alright, well that was ominous. It's now 4 o'clock in the morning.
Our delusionment is often a delight to both our friends and enemies.
Okay. Mark has nothing interesting to say. This hospital is not doing great. Doing very bad. Eat our food. Or now we're not hungry. We'll need more before the day is done, but I had to pay a whole bunch of money once for a blood sample. Yeah, the theater is not the morgue. But I mean, what is the point of a hospital in this situation at all right now? There isn't anything to do. Like, as a hospital, what it's doing is it's passing out painkillers so that people can die in peace. That's the point of this hospital. Okay, so fresh map. I don't know what districts are infected and which aren't. It's too early for anyone to give me any quests or answer any questions. So yeah, less hospital, more hospice. I can hit the shops, maybe find more protective clothing, get some more food. I could try to go to a district that was infected and just find an empty house and take everything that's worth from it. Savarov gave me that authority. Maybe I'll run into looters, maybe I don't. I don't know if that's safer than fighting muggers or not. We're gonna save is what we're gonna do. Oh, this is a new infected district. This area, which means Vlad the Younger is in an infected district now. Excuse me, no thanks. Vlad is the one who can sell me the new map. I wonder if he could sell me. It's too early for most things. But Vlad the Younger is the one who will sell me maps which districts are infected. If I get to him, I wonder if he'll sell it to me early. That's that. What is my quick load button? F8. Make sure I have that nailed down. You know, I was just slow loading. But as things get worse, I have a feeling I'm going to need to do it more. Alright. Properly juke this time. Vlad's house. Vlad the Younger's house. Not infected. It's the district around him that is.
What?
Tonight the patrols were grabbing anyone who looked even remotely suspicious. 24 people were arrested just for having a knife or other weapons in their possession. Many were taken for not giving out Yaklak's accomplices. Others for looting the dead or their homes. What will happen to these people? Almost all of them are innocent. There's no direct evidence that proves otherwise. They're awaiting the judgment of an inquisitor who's bound to arrive here very soon. Tomorrow night, I think, or early the next day. But since it's going to be either Orff or Karminsky, I wouldn't expect much lenience. Why are you so sure of their innocence? Because the patrolman would have killed anyone proven guilty, however tenuous the accusation, during the arrest. If they didn't feel in the right ending those people's lives, then the arrested are innocent. Perhaps a few of them might just happen to be robbers, but that's pure coincidence. I mean, that tracks. The patrolmen are definitely quick to violence and don't seem to care. So, If the patrolmen aren't killing them, then there is nothing on these guys. It's a disgrace. Rest assured, I'll speak with Sabarop about that. I want to bribe the Executor Guards and free some of those people. Would you be willing to help me? With pleasure. Unexpected gesture from you, though. What's your motive? Duty. I don't readily sympathize with people regardless of which side of the bars they're on, but I feel responsible for any acts committed by those with power. It is my duty to undo and compensate at least a fraction of the damage inflicted by the law enforcer's incompetence. Very well, I'll collect as much money as I can. Okay, we picked up a side quest at 4:30 in the morning. Let's...
Why is no one being buried?
Being locked up in jail equals being sent to the gallows in the current situation. Both spell imminent death. So you're having your people chart the infection hotspots on a regular basis now, aren't you? I would like to have a look. I'll sell you a map at a big discount, almost for free. It'll only be 1,000. Well, it's a very modest price when compared to the food shops. Thank you. He did give me a map. This district is reinfected. At least Yulia's out of the infected district. I haven't seen an egg for a minute. Smoked meat is 1,050. Okay, so we can go to the town hall. We can go to the town hall and check on the men in the jail. So that's at least a direction, and this area should be full of empty houses I could loot if I wanted as well, so that seems like a reasonable thing to go towards. Ruben's district is infected. That's probably bad. You didn't actually give me any money to help them.
Where did those lazy bastards...
Okay. I guess I'll see if telling people the story of innocent men being locked up is enough to move them into donating to the cause. Although everybody already donated a lot for the shelter that never was, so I got doubts on that. Avoid the infected district for now. Plus, gotta check more roads for more dumpsters. There do seem to be fewer muggers. I wonder if that is a result of me completing that side quest. Clothing store. Let's check that out real quick. I agree, that would be nice. Feels like a pretty loose definition of helped, in that I shot 7 dudes to death, but we will take what we can get, I suppose. You have a bandage. I would like that. Thank you. Just gonna keep on doing that. That is a mugger. Let's take him out. Yeah, what you got? Went pretty bad, but whatever. I need the money, and I did just get a bandage. Okay. Might need to take a drug nap today. Heal up more. We'll see. Which of these? Food. Drug nap is best nap. Egg is also 1,050. I feel like I'm spending all my money, but let's do it. I don't think fresh meat does not sound like a good idea. Alright, bandages, we healed up a bit. Got some food on us. We're a little hungry, I want to eat. I am curious how much. Okay. We are okay. Let's save and check out prison. Not on this side, I guess. Okay. It's 5 dudes. It's here. The same plague is already in the left wing. We're working our beaks to the bone and taking the dead out, but the hungry jaws of the sandpest are rustling. Let the uninfected out quickly. It's futile. Although half an hour ago, a certain kind person provided us with a display of true goodwill and compassion. He bought out several dozen people. Who was that? He looked remarkably shady, dressed in a special overall and a beak mask. The nerve? How can you tell anyone's features in such clothes? I'm going to buy out the rest. Get the cash on the nail. Even if Seborov refuses to take your money, we won't. We're not the scrupulous type. 10,000 per person, 60,000 for the whole batch. It's a bit too much, isn't it? We don't know for sure if these people are truly innocent. What if there are thieves, murderers, or looters among them? What if we let an unspeakable villain out? The price includes the risk-taking. Can't you tell a murderer from an innocent person? From an honest person? Of course we can't. It's not like the patrol goons cared about the paperwork when they were collaring these poor souls. Who are they? What have they done to deserve this treatment? Hell, if anyone knows now, forget the poor wretches. Let it go. Unlike us, you can do it for free. There's only a handful of convicts left in there anyway. You're one corrupt arsehole. Apparently, appealing to higher justice is futile. The rapacious executors demand a ransom. I wonder what use these fearless corpsemen even have of money. It's worthless these days anyway. The whole day has been most absurd. And it is only 5 o'clock. Okay. So I need 60,000 coins if I am going to release those innocent men. Thank you for your help, soldier. Much appreciated. A shotgun ammo. I haven't seen a shotgun. This is the district that used to be infected. There are still rats here, apparently. Those are any better than my boots. Repellent ankle boots. They're worth a whole bunch. My repellent ankle boots are all used up. That's a good chunk of money for boots that don't do anything. But I can get a woman to repair them. I don't know what that would cost. Much cheaper than this, I'm sure. I don't protect that much. Six o'clock. Ow. The purpose of the boots is they can protect you from infection and from damage. They don't do anything because their durability is 0. But if they were fully repaired, they could protect me. Potentially. But if I just decided I was going to go without, I could sell them for enough for 2 eggs. Excuse you. Yes, exactly. 2 boots, 2 eggs. That is precisely how that works. I feel like the muggers are easier to kill. It's 2 muggers. 2 muggers is probably bad. Let's not do that. Shoot. Because the confined space, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe just all of it is bad. So I don't have a huge sample size, but it kind of seems like any empty house I go into, I'm going to run into looters. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody's lights came on. Okay, so apparently I now have the option to go to Victor Kane and to Vlad the Younger and let them know how much it is. Just killed a man. And I've lost a lot of effectiveness. That hurt a whole bunch. I still have drugs. So I can do more napping. Just like fresh meat. Let's work our way to the canes. No, please, no. I think I just trapped myself. Okay, so I can't go through that. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's work our way to the canes. Let's try to not get stabbed to death this time. For real this time. There is still a rat chasing me. Let's see if I can just move fast enough and I just don't have to deal with it. So the mugging problem is still very bad. Significant progress made. This clothing store, though I don't imagine it is very different. No, okay. Good to know. Let me. This knife is down to 40. We'll use it up. On day 1 in here, I found a bunch of food. Just checking. Almost time for everybody to be up with things to do.
Saburov has started a pointless manhunt. What a timely governor.
If the new governor carries on like this, strife will certainly be unavoidable. This is a judicial temper tantrum, the result of total impotence on the part of authorities. What are you talking about? Several innocent people have been thrown in jail. An even greater number have simply been killed in the streets, but those at least were robbers and looters. These poor other people got locked up just because patrolmen didn't like their faces. Who is in jail? First, there were mass arrests because of yesterday's sabotage. They took everyone who had taken part in breaking the water supply, even those who they thought could benefit from the act in some way. That's how several selfless volunteers ended up in jail for distributing water. As if the rest wasn't enough. Secondly, in went everyone who was alarmed. People have been preparing for fights with the savage Barley's barbers. Many had armed themselves with knives and even pistols in order to protect themselves and their loved one. Well, this is absurd. Finally, they arrested poor souls caught searching dead bodies, and the buildings already gutted by marauders, including brothers taking lockets from their dead sisters and homeowners returning to the ashes of their homes. Okay.
Autumn is gloomy this year.
Will you help me free the innocent from jail? I'll present Saburov with an ultimatum. Soon he will see for himself how pointless and pernicious his idea has turned out to be. He thinks he can terrorize the people, but all he'll accomplish is to turn the people into a gang of armed thugs. By tomorrow, I'll have pressed this matter and freed the innocent. There was an infected person in one of the cells. The fever had already spread in there. The executors can't even separate the sick from the healthy, so tightly is the jail crammed. What are you suggesting? The executors guarding the prisons happily take bribes when the governor isn't looking. They want 10,000 per person. We have barely any money left. 55,000. That's all we have left right now. Try intimidating the executors. Name drop the Canes. Tell them we know all about their schemes. That they themselves will end up behind bars unless they let these people out of the jail. They They are masked. No one has seen an executive's face. Fine. Take 25,000. At least bail out someone, several people. And I think I will still draft that ultimatum to Saburov. If we survive the epidemic, he and us, I swear, will remind him of all this. Thank you. 25,000 coins. Yeah, like, if just, you know, shooting him was an option. How is this place going? Oh, okay. I'm knocking things around, but we're alright. Bachelor Dankowski, I'm not sure what your instructions were and what Big Vlad's opinion on this is, but we've only received a tiny fraction of the food supply required. People demand that we let couriers in. Here, that's all the food I've got on me right now, distributed among the children. I'll fetch some more by the morning, but no aimless wandering back and forth. Make sure this door only gets unlocked according to the regulations. If you say so, perhaps you would like to know there are more than 700 people inside. Even the upper galleries are crowded already. Won't take long now. Okay, great, cool. I still have my food, so interesting. So the isolation ward has 700 people in it, and they're starving. Is that a mugger in front of Ava's house? I have never seen them out here. Let's use up our knife. Unfortunately, had no eggs, just more knives. You cannot fight this. It all ends in less than 8 days. Total death toll 410. Day 5 in which the Bachelor regrets his affection for the living and would very much prefer to like the dead. Well, let's check on our regulars. Hard save.
My bedroom is warmer than this place.
Okay, Ava has a headache, but otherwise nothing of note. I did not receive a quest or a letter when it hits 7 o'clock, so we're just gonna have to do this manually. Let's go talk to Georgie, Maria. Shouldn't see any more muggers now that it's 7. So my health can just be low right now. So now that it's 7, let me check with Victor, make sure he doesn't have a quest for me. Oh, hey, there's a letter. Anna Angel's invitation. Bachelor, as I sat down to remember the horrors I had to endure yesterday, a scintillating idea occurred to me. A tiny affair, really, nothing to talk of, no troubles, no undercurrents, no strings attached, nothing, not a trifling. But, if it comes to pass, we will both come into a spectacular amount of money. What are you waiting for? Hurry to the Willows. P.S. Please don't tell anyone about this letter. P.P.S. Don't ever speak about our affairs in publics. P.P.P.S. Keep strictly incognito. Respectfully, AAA. I wonder what the third A is for. Okay. Anna has a job.
Saburov has started up.
Maybe it's an MLM. Well, you know, I am in desperate need of a spectacular amount of money, so maybe we just hear her out.
Most men only die because they know not how to prevent dying.
I guess I'm going to see my brother soon enough. Are you talking about your forthcoming death? I never expected you to give in to despair so quickly. Don't be the man that would jump to false conclusions. I never said I was going to die, only saying that my brother is going to come back to us very soon. How could that be? To bring one's dearly departed back to life, there's no need to indulge in the farce of spinning tables, galvanization, and overturned tombstones. The spectacle is powerless to meet all but the most immature expectation. The fact of the matter is that the dead linger inside us, their living counterparts. Some Eastern philosophy. I wouldn't know. What I do know, however, is that the dead may be brought back to life by the focused emotions of the living. It's ludicrous how people picture a soul as an ethereal imitation of whoever it belonged to. It doesn't even occur to them that a soul is a mere resemblant of music than a human figure. It's poetic? Quite so. There are people whose memory is merely a sequence of simple melodic fragments. Then there are those whose memory is more like a symphony. The more subtle a soul, the harder it is to retain it and reproduce it. It would require very special instruments, like any music does. Curious hypothesis. Okay, so Georgie is going to think about his brother so hard he brings him back to life. Good luck with that.
Save people to die free.
Maria is saying the exact same things that Ava is. That's weird. Okay, Maria is officially spooky. It's all the way over here. So let's head to Vlad the Younger, get his money. No, Ava was not involved in the drug experiments, Maria wasn't. And Ava just, like, took a multivitamin. It was nothing. She wasn't even allowed to go into an infected district about it. As a reminder, at some point today, I want to talk to a woman about repairing my boots and gloves. One of these women. Talk to her about it. Would you kindly mend my clothes? It's only 2,000 to repair them. Only 400 for the gloves. Yeah, let's do that. It's not great protection, but it's something. I'm gonna check these and I'm not gonna actually go through the infected district. We're gonna turn. Got any money for those people you care so much about?
Who lives without folly is not so wise as he thinks.
The executors demand 10,000 per person. 20,000 is the best I can do. Hopefully this will restore at least a shred of their lost faith in authority. It's a very lump sum, thank you. Alright, we got 55,000. Sorry, 45,000. From the two of them. This is, of course, the point where I could decide to just keep the money and not help people. I think we're going to see what Anna's job is first, before we make any rash decisions. Any chance I can just sneak in here? Yes. Shortcut. Get wrecked. Trapped in here now? No. Okay. We'll run by Vlad, Big Vlad and Capella. Might as well check in with them too, I suppose. Not that I think they'll be particularly helpful, but... Big Vlad's got money. Maybe he's got a job, too.
Many a mickle makes a muckle. There's no hurry.
Okay, I can make a request to enter the Termitary. I don't know why I would, so I'm not going to bother. That just sounds like something that'll make Vlad angry.
I feel a current in my veins.
All the women in town have the same headache. Is Capella a mistress? What are the odds Katarina can help? Oh, God. I don't know what that means, but it is bad, yeah. I mean, she's supposed to be the head mistress. If something's going on with all of the psychics, she's the one who's supposed to know something. Hey, there's a drunk. You got any bandages? Please. Yes. I need that, thank you. That is a good question. Where is the changeling? Not doing her job. Alright, hold on. Peter Stomatin. Georgie Kane, Victor Kane. Okay. Oh, interesting. I wonder if this means Peter's the one at risk if I don't complete the main quest. Alright, so Georgie Kane, Victor Kane, Andre and Peter Stomatin, Maria Kane, Ava Yan, Mark Immortel. Those are the ones we gotta worry about the most. Not a way in through here, is there? Okay. I'm going to check on all of the women I can find. I'm hoping Katarina can provide something. I think she's my best bet. This is further than I really wanted to go, but whatever. Yeah, it's fine. Go on here. I'm picking up some knives. Dried meat. Thanks. Katarina's right here.
I need morphine.
Beginning to feel that the wheel of my fortune has finally touched me. She at least said something different. I thought I might see Clara with her. Let's see if we can threaten Andre.
The rabble is completely out of control. They must have been bottling up their lowly instincts for quite some time.
The infection has reached the jail, Governor. The inmates are panicking. Set them free, or I swear you'll be the one to answer to the Inquisitor. I'll make sure of that. I can answer for myself just fine, Bachelor. By the way, if you expect the Inquisitor to show more mercy, then you know nothing of Inquisitors, especially not the ones sent here by the powers that be. I found out who the prisoners are. They're not murderers. I can tell you as well. They're criminals. The ones who destroyed the water supply. The ones who looted the blocked districts. Suspicious-looking armed scum who were caught near the waste house. I'm ready to bail the innocent ones out. How much do you want for each one? They're not in debtor's prison, Bachelor. They're accused of robberies and banditism and should be put on trial. No bail. Better death sets them free than your money. Damn you to hell. Okay. We're going to check on Peter because he's in an infected district. Pete, you doing okay? House looks good.
That's it.
Okay. He doesn't have anything to say to me. Not a morning person, I guess. 9 o'clock is still too early. You're right that he doesn't have a headache, and that is something. So far, it's just most of the women, which is enough to annoy me. It's enough to scare me. Food? Spending a fair chunk of the money that's supposed to go to the prisoners. I want to make sure I have some food. And I'm not supposed to have a job that pays, so... Let's hope she was being very truthful about that. Still have a bunch of drugs from all the testing, so I could sell those if I need to.
My hair is disheveled and coming out.
Right, I have a plan. I know how to protect myself from future harassment so that they wouldn't ever dare treat me like they did yesterday. But with all the terrible tests, I'll bribe my way out of this. Bribe my haters away. Olgimsky is greedy, and he could very well use some money now. Are you telling me that the owner of all of the industry in the town is facing financial difficulties? He's facing a lot of obligations. Obligations demand expenses. Do you have enough to help him out? I'm totally broke right now, but I know how to fix this. Will you help me? We'll split the gain. Share and share alike? It's a treasure, all right, but a tricky one, too. It's attainable, but it wouldn't yield to me. That's why I need your help, yours specifically, since I know that you're to be trusted. Alright, tell me. Must be aware that I'm an outsider too, just like you. I came here a few years ago and stayed for the fancy opportunities this place provides. You're lying. You stayed because the Ace of Diamonds caravan has been seized and dismantled. Is that really your business? Keep talking. Well, I didn't travel alone. I had a companion. He was a snake charmer. When the caravan persecutions and arrests started, his back was broken with an iron bar. He's a usurer now, a spider of a usurer, weaving a net of debtors. He must have amassed a ridiculous fortune. Imagine how much there is to be extorted. Okay, clearly the Bachelor knows something about this. I don't, but she used to work with a traveling caravan? I guess she was a singer. That makes sense. And they were bad. Completely destroyed here. And she wants to blackmail the other person who was a part of a caravan that's also in the town. What does this have to do with me? He's your companion. He's yours to exploit. You can tell him you stumbled upon his past. We've been covering for each other up until now, but the caravan is somehow becoming hot news again. The Canes will bury us alive when they hear about it, unless the children themselves get to us first. Children themselves? Are you serious? Surely you know that the children of this town possess the means to do great harm. Take Capella for one, the bloodthirsty Khan, or not console-and-a-halves who can easily set their dogs upon us. Oh, I'd serve the Sabarovs simply because they do not have a privileged offspring with a gang of fellow fanatics. If you're partners, why don't you ask him to help you out voluntarily? You're planning to bribe the people that threaten you, after all. He will likely share your woes. He's got the same in store for him, too. You're right. Sooner or later, he'll face the same situation. But he wouldn't spare me a single coin. No way. Why? He will suspect, if I approach him, he'll think that I'm after a certain child. A child he actually owes me. It's like a debt that is yet to be paid off. Hard to explain, really. Look, it's our business, okay? The caravan used to have its own code of conduct, and according to this code, I have no right to ask anything from the man. Or else he'd demand your rights to the child back, wouldn't he? Do you need money or don't you? You can demand 100,000 from him. He'll shell out as much as you want him to, and you'll get half the sum if you stop asking pointless questions. Alright, where does he live? Okay. Still just a side quest. I can't help but remember one gut-wrenching old story. There was a traveling circus known as the Ace of Diamonds Caravan who were allegedly kidnapping small children and turning them into monsters. Anna advises that we try and profit from the situation, that we might blackmail a good deal of money out of that hunchbacked usurer. Okay. Still don't have a main quest. I should check on Yulia and Lara. I somehow doubt Aspity has any part of this. Let's check on Andre while we're here too. I mean, if it's as easy as going up to him and saying, hey, I know your secret, pay me to keep quiet, and he throws some cash at me, even a relatively small amount, 20 or 30 or whatever, and we just split that with her, that's useful.
That's it. There's nothing left here.
Alright, Andre's got nothing for me. Great. So, as far as I can tell, the Stomatans are safe. Ava and Maria both have a headache, and that's really bad for me. Might run into some rats here. Maybe muggers too. Drunk is good. Fantastic. Yulia, half a dozen women are saying the same spooky things to me. You got any thoughts about that? What does your logic and reason tell you?
The most subtle foliage
Shit.
grows out of the most subtle wisdom.
Okay. The "it will pass soon" is like the most ominous thing. Collecting bandages. Let's go. Laura, please tell me you're okay. Laura, you're good, right?
My heartbeat is uneven.
Okay.
I'm sick at heart.
Laura's good. Yulia is also an outsider. She's not a mistress. She is not a psychic. So I don't know what's up with that. Still no main quest today. Okay, that's what I thought. Weird, okay. I really don't want to talk to Aspity about the headache situation. You know, honestly, I hope so. I hope the main quest is a headache cure. I got Mirador, whatever. Everyone's got shotgun shells. I want rifle ammo. Okay. So we're going for this house? Yes. Before we go blackmail a man who murders children, let's, you know, save. You won't miss one coin. Just taking his spare change. Just taking is nothing. It's fine. There, gotcha. The man to do the job. Help me, kind sir. Save my poor soul. You're walking all around town, don't you? Your line of work demanding it and all that? Right? Please find my daughter. My little darling thing hasn't come home today. Was she kidnapped? She must have left at dawn, and she's still not back. I went to sleep and slept like a log. Twilight and haze does that to you. By my side was the pretty little thing sleeping. In the morning, I woke up to find her gone. Neighbors didn't see a thing, them blind bats. I'd give you anything. I'm rich. Want to get 100,000? 150? $200. Fine, 200 it is. Just bring her back to me. Okay, he's gonna pay me 200,000 to find his daughter. I don't even need to blackmail him. How do I recognize her? Name's Willow. She's 17, dark wavy hair, and the beauty of a very, very beautiful girl. Sorry about that. No distinctive marks, though. She's a lovely singer and dancer. Now's not a good time for singing and dancing, though, so I don't know. What's wrong in RST? I mean, I don't like anything this dude says either, so... No resemblance to you, then. Find it funny to mock a grieving old hunchback, kind sir? No, not even a slightest shred of resemblance. Not of the appearance. She took after her late mother. Where is she likely to have gone to? I don't know, everywhere. She might be in an infected district. Or maybe not. Or what if she was murdered, slaughtered, seized by them patrol morons and thrown into jail? I've been to the town hall, though. No sign of my little girl. I mean, at least 17. If she's a professional dancer, I've only seen dancing in one place. Alright, I'll try, though I must tell I don't feel like I'm likely to succeed. Here, have some money, in advance. I've got more where it came from. This is criminal money, illicit money, earned through bad doing. It's time it served a good purpose. Those thugs, those robbers, I've always hated them. Even Nina couldn't take my daughter away from me. Who's Nina? Who's Nina? How can this be happening now? Huh? After all those years of having her here? I don't think telling him no right now is a good idea. Maybe I go find her and help her hide. And then I come back and say, yep, she's just gone. You're right, must have died, and one of the patrolmen, she's in a mass grave. But I'll take that advance. Cool, he gave me 10,000 coins. Not bad. And I stole, like, a necklace and broken pocket watch from him, too. Don't feel bad about any of that. Letters quest. The hunchbacked fire eater, or whoever he was back in the day, has a heart. I wonder what kind of relationship he has with his daughter, as I detect a lecherous undertone beneath the worry in his voice. Yep. That undertone is very real. It's a bit of an undertone, an overtone, the mid-tone. It's just... the whole tone's not good. And yeah, he was very, very concerned with how physically attractive she is. Interesting. Quest suggests talking to Anna about it. But... it's only one place I've seen dancing. Right, if you just didn't pick up on it, I don't know, maybe in Russian it sounds much more straightforward. But no, it's a bad dude. Maybe we can help her. I think it's interesting her name is Willow, because isn't that the name of Anna's place? The Willows? So that's interesting. That is probably not an accident. Also, I didn't exactly blackmail him, so I don't know if reporting to Anna is the way to go right away. Let's go this way. I mean, her money-making scheme was to blackmail the usurer. Yeet the man into space. I missed that. No, usury is not his biggest crime. Not even close. Finding more drunks today than I have on previous days, which feels good. Yeah, just... Got any rifle ammo? You do. For 2? Thanks. Yeah, this is right. Look out for rats. And muggers. Fight the mugger. Frick, and a rat? That mugger killed a patrolman. Okay, we're gonna make it to the club. That's right, I can trade with you. You sell Twirene. And jewelry. $540's not bad. Kids really like the jewelry. I'd rather trade it with them. Can't talk to you, can I? No. You must not be Willow.
I've had my share of dancing. The curtain falls.
Okay, so I guess we talk to Anna. Can't talk to these people. Okay. We'll go talk to Anna Angel. She's right here.
I have this flush. My cheeks are burning, aren't they?
He's willing to pay. I didn't even have to threaten him or mention your name. On what terms? I beg you, tell me the terms. He wants me to find his daughter in an infected district. I have no idea how to do it, though. Oh, I see. Yes, I know who he's talking about. She's not his biological daughter, though. He kidnapped her from a family of poor weavers 8 years ago, planning to fashion her into a dancer. But at the 11th hour, he changed his mind and adopted her. Now he adores her. So she's disappeared, huh? I don't think Anna's sick. Her house isn't sick. So she's a dancer. Yes, try your luck asking around to the pub. She used to have a side job there nightly, keeping it secret from her foster father. The new outbreak may have caught her right there. Perhaps she was unable to get home before dawn like she usually does. I mean, maybe. He told me he's filthy rich. Why didn't he give her pocket money? She did this for pleasure, you see. She enjoyed dancing naked and drinking the thick twirine, which flows like water there. I doubt the hunchback would allow her to do this. Okay. Live your life, girl. The daughter had a traditional circus upbringing. What her father doesn't know is that she is working as a dancer in a twirine shebeen. Why doesn't he know this? Is he disillusioned with the caravan to such an extent that he wants to wipe the slate clean? Either way, I should talk with the daughter myself. That I agree with. Okay, now go to the pub. Importantly, Anna is also, like, paranoid. She's worried someone's trying to kill her, and she's gonna go broke and stuff. Okay, no. You must be Willow. Willow? Willow. Why are you giving me that look? Is Var the Hunchback your father? Did he send you? No, I want to get you out of here myself. But I don't want to go. I'd rather stay here. My stepfather is a burdensome custodian, and I've had enough of it. So he's not your father. It's a very complicated question. When I was a child, he kidnapped me from my real father, and when my father came to rescue me from the caravan, Var killed him. He did it because he loved me. I only found out about it yesterday. So what am I supposed to feel? I'm confused, probably hungry. I feel like I don't like the tone of either of these responses. Like, come with me sounds like I'm just taking her to him, and that's not what I want. I'll just let him know of your whereabouts then. No, please don't do that. He has no idea where I spend my nights. If he ever gets even the slightest hint of suspicion of how I choose to spend my leisure time, he'll tear both the owners and the patrons of this lovely establishment to pieces. But that's all right. I will speak to him. Personally. I'll tell him I've had enough. What do you mean you've had enough? These are the last days of my life, and I intend to spend them like I want to. That is to say, here. But I'll be the person to tell him that. I'll be waiting for you at 9 o'clock in the blind backyard. We'll go see him together. Will you stand up for me if he resorts to physical violence? I mean, yeah, that I could do. Okay, so Willow thinks the whole town is going to die because of the plague, and so she wants to spend that time dancing and drinking. Fair. And she would like him to stop bothering her about it for the last, week of her life or whatever. And to ensure that, she will meet him in the blind backyard at 9 o'clock. Just tell me where it is. Why here? Maybe she's intending to catch it on purpose. The girl has agreed to meet me at 9 in the place that we discussed. It's clear that there is more to her story than immediately meets the eye, but the circus performers were reluctant to indulge any information. It could be that I'm walking into a trap, a risky move, but I'm not so naive as to not see it coming. Are we? She has nothing more to say to me.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. She's convinced she's going to die anyway, so she's going to go to where the plague is. To meet her father. Maybe to kill him too. Maybe that's the whole point. If I go tell him to meet her there at 9, you think he'll give me some more money? For a job well done. Even if it's still just an advance. We negotiated 200,000, he's paid me 10. Oh, frick. Maybe he can give me like 50 for setting up the meeting and the rest after they meet up. Maybe. Okay. Switching to a better knife. Actually, while I'm at it, let's load that ammo I've got. Cool. If he gives me 50k, that's more than enough. I can get the guys out of prison and I'll have plenty of money left over for whatever I need. The other way. And it's raining. Ruben says, my source is almost depleted. After many futile attempts, I'm quite confident that the bacteria can be isolated. The enemy can be captured, though you are likely to be terrified by what it would take. Come see me as soon as you can. The hunting parties that track me down are liable to discover my hideout at any moment. I'm on my last legs. Okay, we're gonna go see Var, tell him about the meeting, and then probably end the stream. And then next week we'll go talk to Ruben. Because we still don't have a main quest, and Ruben sounds like main quest territory. It sounds like he's got a actual source or some way that we can make a vaccine. A true vaccine. You have rifle ammo. Have some peanuts. Thanks. Still have a Mirador. They stack. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one now. Cleared up my inventory a little bit too. Since I have a meeting at 9, if I can finish up whatever Ruben has for me early, maybe I can get a good nap in, heal up some. Hey Var, I found your daughter. Pay me. I found your Willow all right. I'll bring her here after 9 o'clock. Where is she? I gotta go after her. I agree he would go on a murder rampage if I told him. I can't tell you that. I've given my word to the owners of the establishment she's hiding at. What establishment? What owners? What are they afraid of? You, I presume, and I can't blame them. Why didn't she come with you right now? She's conscious that she might get infected on her way here. Victims of the infection are everywhere, ready to jump passers-by, begging for help. Scum, burn them! Burn them! Burn them to ashes to keep them away from fresh flesh! Fine. Bring her back as soon as you can. The second half of the reward will be waiting for you. But what about the first one? Here it is. A deal's a deal. 50,000. Let's go. Okay, we have the money to get the guys out of jail. And then some. We have 109,000 coins. I am supposed to give Anna half the money. Honestly, I have enough for that too. 30,000 to her. 60,000 for everybody there. That leaves 10,000 for me, and I already have food and drugs. We got 10 minutes left. Let's go free those guys. We'll save before we do it, just in case, like, we come back next week and Ruben has a task that requires me to have some money on hand. But I don't think we're going to get the rest of the money, the other 140,000 he owes me, when she tells him no. Although, if he turns it into a fist fight and we just shoot him, maybe we can take the rest of the money off him. You know, I'm just protecting a young woman, and I got no problem with that. Look, we'll try it the peaceful route. If he gets violent, that's on him. Also, I'm pretty sure he is both a child murderer and a child rapist, so... groomer, and all those words. So I don't really feel bad about shooting him in the head. Let's get these guys out before they get sick. Got the money, take it. Well, let them go then. We're going to miss the poor sods, although I'm pretty certain the governor will soon provide us with new company. I hope you're not prone to missing things. That would look bad on your newly acquired working record. I'll make sure the governor assigns you to clean up infected houses. Okay. We released some innocent dudes from prison. We are good people. Mostly dead, mostly exhausted, mostly hungry people, but we are good people. Here you can see that the effect of the clothing I'm wearing. The boots and the gloves. You need to find some kind of coat or something. Face mask. Okay, that'll be the stream for today. Feel like we made some good progress. Handling our quests. Still worried about half the women in town. Haven't talked to Aspity. She's close to Ruben. Maybe we'll do that next week too. We'll check in on Ruben and then go see Aspity. Maybe she knows something. But that'll be it for today. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day.